guys, this is Brittany with Extra Magic Minutes. Today we're talking about Disney Jollywood Nights, a special holiday event at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It includes exclusive entertainment, over 20 special character experiences, specialty food and beverage, attractions, photo opportunities, and exclusive merch, plus festive, nostalgic decor all around Disney's Hollywood Studios. The event runs for 13 nights from November 9th to December 21st, from 7:30 to 12:30 a.m., and party guests can get in as early as 6 p.m., and then the park closes to day guests at 7 p.m. There is a 6:30 showing of Fantasmic that both day guests and party guests can attend. You don't need a Hollywood Studios Park Pass reservation or park ticket to attend the event, you just need an event ticket, and tickets range in price from $159 to $179, with the range sort of varying depending on the time of year and the day of the week, with the earlier days being a little bit less expensive, except for the first party, which is always kind of expensive as well. There's a $10 discount for annual pass holders and DVC members, and they also have discounts for cast members. Tickets went on sale in July this year, but at the time that we're filming this, all of the party days are still available. It might be selling a little bit soft because last year was sort of like mixed reviews on the event. We actually went last year and the party we went to wasn't sold out. So if you're thinking about going, you could still get tickets. Now, Disney has not specifically said this, but this is really an event that is geared more towards adults. They actually don't even sell a kids price ticket. And they also say that they want you to dress in your holiday best. They want you to dress up for the holidays, maybe like in a cute vintage style outfit. They do make a note that you should wear comfortable shoes. Maybe too many people wore heels last year and they were like, please don't do that again. It's not safe. This is the second year for Disney Jollywood Nights, and there are some things that are new this year. They made some changes, and we're just gonna do like an overview now, and then we'll go into more detail, but if you want to skip to a certain section, we will have timestamps so you can go look at whatever you're looking for specifically. This year they have a new ice skating show called Glisten, with exclamation point at the end. And it's gonna feature international ice skaters. They're gonna be skating on Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know how this works in Florida, but I cannot wait to see. They will also have a Pixar Place dance party with Pixar characters. And they're moving the holiday fiesta in La Calle from Commissary Way, which was like a street, over to Animation Courtyard, which I think is a great move. They're going to have new character experiences, including the Mandalorian to meet, and there will be a new photo experience with the Muppet Christmas Carol at the Stage One Company store. They're going to have merchandise themed to Ollie the gingerbread man this year, and they're going to be giving out marshmallows as an exit gift when you leave the party. And that's everything that's new this year. One of the main features of Disney Jollywood Nights is a lot of entertainment. The big stage show that they have is called Disney Holidays in Hollywood. This is a stage show with music, dancing, characters, and more at the Theater of the Stars on Sunset Boulevard. And most importantly, it's hosted by Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. The Muppets are there. This was a huge highlight for us last year. We were so excited to see the Muppets in real life, and they were there, and Kermit did his little arm thing. There's also amazing dancers. Mickey and Minnie came out. Tiana was there in a holiday outfit. Belle was there in her holiday outfit, and she sang As Long as There's Christmas, one of my favorites. This show was really fun. It was like an old Hollywood style show where they have commercial breaks and they would do like little jokes in between, and the dancing was amazing. It was like Fosse style. I loved it. Minnie Mouse in particular was really giving when we saw it. She was a great dancer, and we had a lot of fun at this show. Also, obviously, once again, Muppets! The Muppets are there! The show runs 4 times a night, and the boyfriend's gonna put the times somewhere on the screen so that you know what time you can go see the show. Up here? Over my face, maybe? They also have a sing-along stage show at the Hyperion Theater. It's called What's This? The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing-Along. This is hosted by Jack Skellington, and they use the same puppet that they use for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, only you can see him much closer here. If you really want to get a good look at him, then you want to sit on the left side of the theater, because that's where he came out. We had a good look at him anyway from the right side, because he's huge! He's a giant puppet! It follows 2 friends on, and I'm gonna read a quote, "The magic of wonder in unlikely places." And there are 5 shows per party. The boyfriend, again, will put the time somewhere on the screen. And I would suggest if you're going to the party, they have one at 12:30, so I would go to that one because that makes the party extend even longer since it ends at that time, and they have a show then. That's the one I will be going to. Oogie Boogie also came out and did a whole number, and I love seeing Oogie Boogie.
You're joking! You're joking! I can't believe my eyes!
Even closer than you get to see him at the Halloween party, so I was really excited about that. I do think that that the songs from Nightmare Before Christmas are a little bit difficult to sing along to. I feel like I was pretty much the only one singing along. There's a lot of words. They don't really lend themselves to sing along. And also, a lot of them are Halloween themed, so if you love Halloween and Christmas, but mostly Halloween, this might be the show for you. There's a lot of words after, what's this? What's this? Ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, it's just me. They do have the words up on the screen, so you can sing if you want to, and I hope that if we're there at the same time, you will also sing with me, because I will be singing, but it is kind of hard to sing along to. They also have a nighttime fireworks spectacular, which is pretty cool because they don't really do fireworks anymore at Hollywood Studios. This is on the Chinese Theater, and it is Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. This is a returning fireworks spectacular that was around in 2016, and then it ended in 2020, so it used to be available during the holiday season for all park guests. Now it's exclusive to Disney Jollywood Nights. This is themed mostly around prep and landing. They're elves and they're trying to find Santa, and they go to the North Pole. They also have some other holiday characters in there, but prep and landing is the main feature. And I'm not sure if they really have fans to justify them having a whole fireworks show. I really wish that for Jollywood Nights they would make their own fireworks spectacular that's themed around the event, that had some of the characters that are at the event, and had Muppets! More Muppets! If you're gonna have Kermit and Miss Piggy there, they should be integral in everything that you do, and they should definitely be on the castle. Also, if you're gonna have a mascot like Ollie, then they should have him up on the castle as well. On the castle. It's not a castle, it's a theater. They should have Ollie up on the theater as well. Disney kind of has a tendency to do this where they bring something back, but they put it sort of behind a paywall. And I just don't know if Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam has the fans, like for the nostalgia to really bring people into Jollywood Nights just to see that show. If you loved Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, you should let me know in the comments. I was never like a huge fan of it, so I wasn't really wishing that it would come back. Now, if they did Wishes again at the castle in Magic Kingdom, I would be the first one in line. I would buy a ticket. But Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam just doesn't hold that much importance to me. But this show runs once nightly during the party at 10 p.m. Last year it was at midnight, so 10 p.m. is nice if you're coming with your family. Then you could leave after the fireworks. I like that they've been doing this where they put it a little bit earlier so that if people don't want to stay through the whole event, they can still see fireworks as well. New in 2024, they have Glisten! Exclamation point. Glisten is an ice skating show. It's going to feature international champion skaters ice skating to holiday songs and Disney songs, including When You Wish Upon a Star, Be Our Guest, and then holiday songs to be announced. And this is gonna be on Hollywood Boulevard. I think it's at the end of the street right in front of the theater. That's where I imagine that it will be. And an ice skating rink outside in Florida. Very interested to see. I hope they do a segment like those figure skaters from that little Mickey cartoon that's super old that I can't remember the name of, but they're like holiday themed. Their outfits are so cute. That is super niche. They probably won't do that, but that would be so nice if they did. There'll be 5 shows of this per party, and since it's new, we do not have any B-roll of this, so the boyfriend might just put random people figure skating. Maybe he'll find some characters figure skating for fun.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
That's not the kind of glisten they're talking about.
Anything your heart desires will come to you.
One of the main draws of this event is also the Twilight Soirée at the Tip Top Club. This is a live band with a singer and instrumentalist playing jazzy holiday tunes, and they're supposed to be from the Tip Top Club at the Tower of Terror, so they kind of look like ghosts. And they were so great last year. The show was amazing, but I have some issues with the logistical problems around it. They put it at the end of Sunset Boulevard, which makes sense because it's right outside the Tower of Terror. However, it is at a dead end, so it created a lot of traffic and logistical issues where people couldn't really get to see them. There was a line for drinks that was so long right next to them, so it was kind of hard to get up to the show to see them. They do have a lot of sets throughout the night, so if you miss one of the sets, if you wait a couple of minutes, they'll come back out. It wasn't like the environment that I pictured for the Tip Top Club. I wish that they would do it inside the Hollywood Brown Derby, because I feel like then they could really do the theming up. It would be like you could have a space where people could dance if they wanted to, because it felt like people would dance along. If they had like a dance space, maybe people would dance with them, dance to the music, and they could actually have cocktails that are themed to that era instead of like two pre-made cocktails that they have, which we'll talk about more when we get to the food. I really like the idea of it, and I love anything that's Tower of Terror themed. I just sort of wished that they figured out a little bit better logistically what they would do, but it seems like it's going to be the same this year. However, the band is still amazing, so I can't wait to see them again. Also new in 2024, they're going to have a Pixar dance party at Pixar Place. This will feature Frozone, Edna Mode, Joy, and more Pixar characters. And maybe this is sort of moving the event towards like something for kids to do at the event because they didn't have any dance parties last year. I personally will go and dance with them anyway as an adult because I love a dance party. And Joy is new this year because she just moved over to Hollywood Studios, so it'll be exciting to see her over there as well. The holiday Fiesta in Calle will be back again this year, but they're moving it from Commissary Way over to the Animation Courtyard, which I think is a great change. This was actually maybe the best thing that we saw last year. We absolutely loved all of the instrumentalists, the musicians were amazing, and the boyfriend especially loved this. We stood there for a while and watched them, but the thing that kind of was stinky about it was that it was a street. It's Commissary Way right outside ABC Commissary, so people were walking through to get to places. So we sort of were dancing, but we were like way in the back. And I just felt like for the musicians, like they couldn't really have people standing and clapping for them and dancing and things because there wasn't really space for that. So I think the move to Animation Courtyard is going to be amazing. They're also going to have Jose and Panchito from the Three Caballeros over there to do meet and greets, so that brings more energy to the space. I'm really looking forward to this again this year, and I hope our friend Moises, who is an amazing singer and guitar player, will be back again this year. So you can see him over in Epcot at La Calle, which is the show they do later at night at Communicore Hall, and he's there most of the time, but we're kind of hoping he comes back over to Jollywood Nights because it's so great, he's so good. We love you, Moises. Moises fans! Another main draw for Disney Jollywood Nights are all of the rare and exclusive characters that you can meet at the event. Last year they started the event with not that many characters and then they added a lot. And this year they have over 20 characters, some new and then a lot of returning characters. I'm gonna have to look at my phone for the list so that I don't miss anybody. So let's go. All the new characters include Baloo and King Louie from Tailspin, Jose and Panchito from the Three Caballeros, like I already mentioned. Bo Peep and Lotso will be over in Toy Story Land. The Mandalorian will be in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and Joy will be there from Inside Out. Joy meets during the day, and so does the Mandalorian. Actually, a lot of these characters meet during the day, but maybe they'll have holiday outfits, who knows? And then returning characters, Phineas and Ferb will be back, Max Goof as Powerline. They're gonna have Rescue Ranger Chippendale, Santa Stitch, Santa Duffy, and Santa Duffy is one of the most exciting ones. He's gonna be in Santa's workshop over near Muppet Vision 3D. And oh, I was so excited to see Duffy last year. We didn't go meet him, but I was like, ah, Duffy, I love your work. Also, Edna Mode and Frozone will be there, Donald Duck, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto, and Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I imagine the Fab Five will probably be in holiday outfits because they were last year. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll always update our website because that's where we can update things like up to the minute when they come out after the first party. If there's any difference in the characters, if there's any other characters that they haven't told us about yet, we'll update that and we'll have a link in the description below as well. Select attractions will be open during the party as well. There are no overlays on any of the attractions, but they usually have shorter waits. When we went, our Jollywood party was not even sold out, so the waits were like 5 minutes for everything. However, we did not go on any rides because there wasn't enough time to do it. You can kind of think of it as an after hours and prioritize some rides that you maybe missed during the day. Slinky Dog should have a short wait, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be open, Rise of the Resistance. We'll have a full list of all the rides that will be open after the first party because they only have a few listed right now. I imagine most will be open, but again, we'll have it at the link in the description below. That way we can update information as we get closer to the event. Now let's talk about food. You can't have an exclusive event without having exclusive food, and we're gonna start with the Jazzy Holidays at the Hollywood Brown Derby. This is sort of entertainment and food because they have an exclusive menu for the party, but they also have a pianist there playing holiday tunes and Disney tunes, and then they decorate as well for the holidays. This year they've really improved it because last year you had to wait in a line to get a virtual queue spot to get into the restaurant. This year you can make a reservation in advance. I'll have a link in the description below if you want to go to Jazzy Nights. Just check. at the Hollywood Brown Derby. So much easier than having to wait in line. A lot of people had issues last year where they would be called back for their virtual queue while they were at a show or in line to do something else, and then they have to decide if they want to go to the Brown Derby or go to the other thing. So this will make a big difference for you planning your party. I also think that this is something that you have to really think about whether you want to go or not, because it can be kind of a time suck. It's sort of like going to a table service reservation at any of the parties. It could take up like an hour of your precious time, and you have to pay extra money for the food. So I think maybe you could be in and out kind of quickly and just like see the vibe, but if you want to sit down and eat dinner, you might be there for a little while. But since we're talking about food, we should go through the menu. I'm gonna have to look at my phone when I'm talking about the food because I have not memorized all of the menus for every food item that's at Jollywood Nights. As you would expect, I don't know them all off the top of my head. So, they're going to have chorizo arancini with Parmesan dust and salmorejo tomato sauce, hamachi crudo with caper aioli, Dijon avocado mousse, and citrus champagne vinaigrette, and that's a raw yellowtail fish. They'll have the Jazzy holiday slider, a bison and pork slider with onion jam, dulce gorgonzola, arugula, and a brioche roll, pork belly bao. It's Korean barbecue, cucumber slaw, and soy vinaigrette. They also have a tofu bao. This has seared tofu, cucumber slaw, and soy vinaigrette and is plant-based. They have shrimp cocktail with house-made cocktail sauce and spicy avocado spread. New this year, they have sticky chicken wings with sweet and spicy soy. They have charcuterie, house-made cured meats and accompaniments, blue cheese mousse, and toasted sourdough. And for drinks, they have a Holiday Mickey Hot Cocoa, house-made hot cocoa topped with whipped cream, caramel chocolate brownie Mickey ears, and holiday sprinkles, and this is non-alcoholic. They have the Sleigh Bell, ginger beer, rosemary syrup, pomegranate cranberry, and lime juice. This is also non-alcoholic. And then for alcoholic drinks, they have an Old Fashioned, Knob Creek Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Carpano Antica Formula Vermouth, and Maraschino Cherries. They have an Espresso Martini. It's Stoli Vanilla Vodka, Kahlua Coffee Liqueur, and Joffrey's Coffee Cold Brew. They have a Peanut Butter Whiskey Cream. This is Rum Chata Cream Liqueur and Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. They have Hollywood Lights, Captain Morgan, Parrot Bay Coconut Rum, Pineapple and Cranberry, a Spiced Pear Martini, Grey Goose Vodka, Spiced Pear Syrup, and Lemon Juice. And then they have a peppermint schnapps, sipping chocolate. It's Tito's vodka and peppermint schnapps. I think they have a really great mix of old cocktails and new cocktails. Some of them are very old Hollywood. I was surprised to see that they took the Bee's Knees cocktail and the French 75 off the menu because those were very popular in the old Hollywood time, like around when the Tip Top Club was popular and when the event is themed around. But maybe they didn't sell as well last year as the new old favorite, the Espresso Martini, which is an old cocktail that became popular like 3 years ago, and now it's huge at Disney World. It's like all anyone's drinking. Maybe the French 75 will have her moment. That's one of my favorites, so I sort of wish it was still on the menu, but... Well, French 75 is usually gin, lemon juice, and Prosecco, but I like it better with vodka. I'm not a gin girl, so I guess I'm modifying an old cocktail to be something that I like, but you can always do that. Also, I could just order it because they have all those ingredients, but it's not on the menu again this year. The Hollywood Brown Derby is not the only place that has exclusive food. There is exclusive food all around Hollywood Studios that will only be available during Jollywood Nights. And let's go through all of the menus. Again, I'm gonna be looking at my phone because I did not memorize this, and I'm going in sort of geographical order, so like as when you come into the park and then you go around. I think that makes more sense than going alphabetical because then you're all over the place. So geographically, we're gonna start at the Trolley Car Cafe, which is the Starbucks. They have an Agent P croissant. It's a waffle croissant dipped in caramel chocolate and topped with mint cream, a chocolate hat, and M&M's milk chocolate candies. This is new this year and it's themed to Phineas and Ferb, Perry, Agent P. And it looks kind of cute. Next we have Fairfax Fare. They have the Holiday Turkey Popover. This is a roasted turkey and creamy mashed potatoes topped with gravy and cranberry chutney in a house-made popover. They have the Just the Sides Popover. This is macaroni and cheese and savory collard greens with ham topped with cornbread crumbs and a house-made popover. They have a peanut butter and jelly donut. This is the half-glazed donut with creamy peanut butter and grape jelly dipped in dark chocolate, and it's served with house-made salt and vinegar chips. Last year, the salt and vinegar chips were on the top of the donut. This year, it seems like they're gonna be on the side, so you can eat them if you want or not. That's great for me because I don't like salt and vinegar chips, so last year I sort of wanted this, but I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like the chips. They also have, and this is the one I really, really wanted, the the Kermit's Frozen Banana Bliss. This is frozen banana and white chocolate with caramel swirls topped with matcha whipped cream and sprinkles. And I don't even really like matcha, but it has Kermit on the top, like a little disc with Kermit, so that makes me want to get it. They also have a mistletoe martini. This is Tito's vodka and Saint Germain elderflower liqueur mixed with cranberry juice and topped with fresh cranberries and mint leaves. And the donut, the Banana Bliss, and the mistletoe martini are also all available at Hollywood Scoops as well. And that might really help with the line because last year, Fairfax Fair had the longest line for food. We didn't get to try any of this. This year, half of the menu is available at Hollywood Scoops, so maybe that will split the line in half, which will make it a little bit easier to try these things. Now we're headed over to the Tip Top Club at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. They have a little kiosk that has drinks. They have the 1939 Royale. This is Terramana tequila, Cointreau liqueur, desert pear, agave nectar, and lime juice, topped with Domaine Saint Michel Brut. And this is basically like a margarita Royale. Royale meaning that it's topped with sparkling wine, sort of like a Kir Royale. That's where it comes from. You can make any drink into a Royale if you put sparkling wine on top. And interestingly, margaritas were not really invented until after 1939. There were drinks that were similar, but they didn't really have margaritas. So maybe that's why they don't call it that. He's gonna call me a nerd. I can see him. So margarita sort of derives from the sidecar, but also there was this drink called Tequila Daisy that was sort of popular in the late 1930s. However, they didn't really have margaritas, so I don't know that this drink is like super themed to the time period. Also, I don't know that they had desert pear in 1939, maybe, if you lived in the desert. But anyway, Terramana Tequila is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tequila company. I said The Rock first, but the boyfriend said, "You mean Dwayne Johnson?" I said, "No, I mean The Rock." Anyway, Cointreau is basically triple sec. It's just orange liqueur. It's used in a lot of different drinks. You'll find it in many different places, but mostly margaritas. They also have the Top Floor Daiquiri. This is Parrot Bay coconut rum, ube, lime juice, and a splash of shimmer. Shimmer. And they have a sparkling pomegranate apple cider. This is pomegranate green tea topped with sparkling apple cider. This is non-alcoholic. They also just have sparkling apple cider. That's also non-alcoholic. They have Domaine Saint Michel Brut, which is a sparkling wine. And then they have Amor Diamante Prosecco. So 2 different sparkling wines that you could get. Next, we have Epic Eats, which is over kind of near where the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular is. They have a spicy Korean chicken funnel cake. This is spicy fried Korean chicken with pickled slaw served on a mini funnel cake. They also have a s'mores funnel cake. They have a giant roasted marshmallow with chocolate and marshmallow sauce, topped with chocolate curls and cinnamon cereals served on a mini funnel cake. They also have a warm spiced chai cocktail. It's Twinings chai tea, rum chata cream liqueur, vanilla syrup, and cinnamon. We had some of these funnel cakes last year, but I'm so sad because my brisket Reuben funnel cake is not coming back this year. I've been looking forward to it all year, waiting for it to return, and they're not bringing it back. It was so good! I guess I'll have to try the Korean one, or I'll just get the s'mores one again, which was also great. Okay, we have to move on to the next booth. But the brisket one was the best one! Why would you not bring the brisket funnel cake back, please? Oh. Next up, we have Dockside Diner, and this is Donald's boat that's on Echo Lake, so it's the giant boat that you can buy food out of. They have a spicy pimento kimchi dip topped with chives and served with fresh, house-made wonton chips. New this year, they have samosas. They're potato and pea stuffed samosas with curried chickpeas, herb crema, and tomato pomegranate chutney, and this is plant-based. So the crema is in quotes, it doesn't have dairy. They have poutine potato bites topped with gravy, brisket, mozzarella curds, and chives. We had this last year. They are tots that are covered in brisket and cheese curds. And they also have a Christmas tree cookie stack, vanilla cookie stack filled with pistachio, buttercream, cranberry, and raspberry jam topped with sprinkles and a yellow candy star. We had that last year too, and it was really good and beautiful, very Instagrammable. They have a Sandy Claus hot cocoa, dark chocolate hot cocoa topped with cherry whipped cream. This is non-alcoholic. And then they have a Naughty or Nice. It's Crown Royal whiskey and ginger mixed with orange, cranberry, and grapefruit juice topped with fresh cranberries. Next up, we have ABC Commissary. This is on Commissary Way, and they have a cauliflower taco this year. It's a chili pepper lime dusted fried cauliflower on top of a corn tortilla with diced onions, cilantro, and chipotle cashew crema. This is plant-based, and the crema again is in quotes, so it doesn't have dairy. They also have the birria taco returning. It's shredded short rib and Monterey Jack served with beef consomme for dipping. The chicken empanadas with street corn are back again this year. It's a chicken empanada served with a side of street corn salad topped with chili peppers, lime, and cotija cheese. And last year, these were so tiny. The smallest empanada I have ever seen Empanada Mama, it is not. They are teeny, teeny, teeny tiny little empanadas. I wonder if they'll make them bigger this year. It actually kind of looks like on the guide that they like zoomed the same picture to make them look like they're bigger, but I don't know if they're making them bigger, but they should. Empanadas should not be that small. Way too small. It's a teeny, teeny, tiny little empanada. One bite. They have the yuca con chicharron. This is fried pork belly, yuca fries, red pickled onion, and chili lime seasoning with a yellow pepper aioli. They have a new Talk About a Holiday cookie, like taco about, and has an exclamation point at the end. Talk About a Holiday cookie. It's a cranberry cheesecake filled chocolate cookie dipped in cranberry white chocolate topped with pistachio, whipped cream, gold crispy pearls, chocolate, holly, leaf decor, and holiday sprinkles, and it looks like a taco. They also have the Mexican hot chocolate cheesecake returning. It's a holiday chocolate cookie streusel, whipped cinnamon chocolate cheesecake, and spiced whipped cream topped with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a Wondermade churro marshmallow. I think that's a difference this year. They have the mango chamoyra, frozen mango beverage with mango chili lime sauce topped with chili lime seasoning. That's non-alcoholic, but they also have one they can make with tequila. And this year they have coquito, coconut cream, coconut milk, sweetened condensed milk, Bacardi rum, and Captain Morgan spiced rum topped with cinnamon. And they have an Oaxaca Old Fashioned. It's Casa Dragones Blanco Tequila, Del Maguey Vida Mezcal, agave nectar, and flavors of chocolate and orange, served over ice and garnished with an orange. This drink is pretty interesting because it's sort of like an old fashioned and a margarita combined. It has the tequila in it, that would make it like a margarita, and then it's chocolate and orange, but it also has mezcal, which is a smoky, it's still made from agave, but it's not really tequila, it's a different thing. So mezcal is a smokier flavor that really gives you the old-fashioned vibe. This drink is super interesting to me. Right down the street, we have Baseline Tap House. They have macaroni and cheese croquettes, fried macaroni and cheese with the aioli dipping sauce. They have a charcuterie cup, toma cheese, blue cheese, chorizo and salami with a skewer of green olive, cherry tomato, and blistered shishito peppers, cornichon pickles, and a toasted focaccia crostini. There's a lot of stuff in that little charcuterie cup. They have a Bavarian pretzel with beer cheese fondue and spicy mustard, and then they also have a beer margarita. It's a blend of Patron Silver tequila, Cointreau liqueur, and lime juice topped with Scrimshaw Pilsner served over ice. New this year, we have Ice Cold Hydraulics. This opened over the summer, and they actually have a couple of exclusive items for Jollywood Nights. They have a Duffy Brownie. A Duffy Brownie! I have not even gone to Ice Cold Hydraulics yet, but I'm gonna have to go for a Duffy Brownie. Obviously, that'll be my first time visiting that location, because Duffy's gonna be there! Duffy Brownie is a Coca-Cola fudge-filled cherry white chocolate chip brownie covered in Coca-Cola buttercream and a caramel chocolate Duffy Paw. That's new this year. Very interested in those flavors. Coca-Cola in everything. They also have a Dark and Snowy, which is a frozen blend of Jack Daniel's whiskey and Coca-Cola topped with sweetened coconut cream and cinnamon. If you like a Jack and Coke and a frozen drink, you would love this drink. Dark and Snowy. Cute. Pizza Rizzo is next. Pizza Rizzo, themed to Rizzo the Rat. More Muppets. Muppets at every restaurant location would be great, but we just have Pizza Rizzo. He has an Italian beef sandwich. It's sliced, yep. He has an Italian beef sandwich. It's sliced beef, sweet and spicy peppers, and Barilla sweet and spicy pepper pesto, served with a side of au jus dipping sauce. They have an antipasto flatbread, antipasto spread with meats, olives, peppers, and onions, and Barilla creamy Genovese pesto and mozzarella. This must be sponsored by Barilla. Meatball and polenta, this is back again this year, a giant meatball with marinara and creamy cheese polenta. And a new dessert this year, they have the caramel mocha Napoleon, layers of puff pastry with caramel mascarpone cream with a whipped cream coffee cremo, salted caramel crispy pearls, chocolate curl, and sprinkles. And a cremo is somewhere between like a custard and a cream. Really delicious, so I'm really looking forward to that one. Caramel, mocha, see you there. Love a Napoleon. So a Napoleon, the boyfriend said, what's a Napoleon? I should probably explain. It's one of my favorite desserts, but they have layers of puff pastry and then different fillings in between each layer. So it's sort of like a sandwich of puff pastry, filling, puff pastry, filling. Just delicious. Great French pastry. And this one seems to have a lot of cool fillings in it, so I'm definitely gonna have to try that one. For drinks, they have the Cranberry Fizz. It's cranberry juice, Sprite, wild cherry syrup, and house-made rosemary simple syrup with a lime. This is non-alcoholic. They also have the Snopino, lemon sorbet, prosecco, grappa, and rosemary. And grappa is grape brandy, and it's usually like a digestif or like an after dinner drink, but they put it in this drink this time. They also have the holiday cheer with Aperol, vodka, Sprite, wild cherry syrup, and house-made rosemary simple syrup with an orange slice and a rosemary sprig. And Aperol is also an after-dinner drink or an aperitif. So they're just using all those Italian spirits that usually you'd have after your meal to help you digest better. And that's a good reason to get those drinks. You can use that as an excuse when you're there. I said, I need this drink because I ate a lot of food and it's gonna help me digest better. I gotta get the Snopino. Snopino! Cute name. Next up is Market, and this is the food kiosk that's at Pixar Place where you can get the Jack Jack Cookie Nom Nom cookie. But for the event, they have the buffalo chicken spring rolls. They're a fried spring roll served with house-made jalapeno ranch dipping sauce and fried rice noodles. We had these last year. The boyfriend loved them. They actually were really good. They had a good crunch on them, but I thought they were gonna be vegetable spring rolls. Oh my God, it's spicy. You tricked me. And he made it seem like they were vegetable spring rolls. I didn't even buy them. He picked them up. And they were spicy and I was surprised. So I also don't really know why the rice noodles are there. We did not eat those last year. They're sort of just decorative. I was like, am I supposed to eat these? And he was like, you can eat them. And I was like, kind of tastes like styrofoam. They don't need to be there. But the spring rolls are great. They also have a caramel apple cider. This is a Werther's Original Caramel Apple Cider, cinnamon and Old Smoky apple pie moonshine, garnished with a sugar tweel, and it's served warm. So kind of like a hot toddy, but it has moonshine in it instead of the whiskey that would usually be in there. And they have a non-alcoholic version available, which would just be the same thing, but without the moonshine. They also have an In Holiday Fashion, which is a Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon, rosemary syrup, cranberry and lime juices, and cinnamon. And they don't have the Frozone macaroons coming back this year. These were a little bit too sweet, but they were so cute, and they were themed to Frozone, so I love that. But they're not on the menu this year, so no dessert at this booth, just the Buffalo Spring Rolls and some drinks. Joffrey's has 2 drinks available at the party. They have the Round 'em Up Latte. This is espresso, cookie butter syrup, dulce de leche sauce, and milk topped with whipped cream, animal crackers, and festive sprinkles. And this is available at the Joffrey's location near Toy Story Land. This, I think, is actually available year-round, but they have different sprinkles for the event, so it's more festive and holiday-themed. They also have the Tinseltown Teeny. This is a cold brew coffee topped with Kahlua coffee liqueur, Grey Goose vodka, a hint of cream, creamy vanilla cold foam, and a dash of cocoa. And this is available at the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror Joffrey's location, and this one is exclusive to the party. They have an exclusive drink at the snack cart across from the Beverly Sunset Boutique. This is annual pass holder only exclusive, so it's exclusive on top of exclusive. This is a frozen espresso martini. It's frozen Joffrey's coffee cold brew, Minute Maid vanilla smoothie, Selva Ray chocolate rum, and Kahlua coffee liqueur with chocolate sauce and topped with chocolate curls. And you can also get it non-alcoholic, but that is, again, annual pass holder exclusive. They have the zero proof gingerbread spritzer. This is Lyre's Spice Cane non-alcoholic spirit, gingerbread syrup, and club soda garnished with the gingerbread bite. They also have a sugar cookie martini. This is Stoli vanilla vodka, Bailey's Original Irish cream liqueur, and Di Serono mixed with milk and sugar topped with holiday sprinkles, and Di Serono is an amaretto flavored liqueur. And these are available at various outdoor vending locations and lounges. They also have 2 food items that are available at various lounges and outdoor vending locations. They have gingerbread bites, and these are plant-based. And then they also, of course, have the Christmas Gertie cookie. This is a Gertie sugar cookie with a Santa hat. And it's at various locations this year, so I don't know if they're gonna have it at Gertie, where they sell the cookies last year, or if she's just not gonna be open for the party. They also don't have the mint soft serve that they had last year with the cookie, which was so good. I wanted to get 2 Gertie cookies and put mint soft serve in the middle. That would have been a delicious ice cream sandwich, although very hard to eat. And last year they said Gertie was mint flavored. This year there's no mention of mint. It was not a strong mint flavor last year, so maybe the mint was just in the soft serve. Anyway, I'm gonna miss the soft serve, but the Gertie cookie will be there and it will be at multiple locations, so it should be easier to get this year. Additionally, last year, some quick service locations were open with their regular menus and some just had the exclusive party food. So we'll have these menus and anything new that comes out when the party starts up on our website at extramagicminutes.com. We'll have a link in the description below. I'm sort of hoping this year that they might have mobile order like they've introduced at the parties at Magic Kingdom. That would make it so much easier because last year there were very long lines for the food. We only got to try a couple of things, and there were some other things we wanted to try, but the lines were just too long. So maybe if they have mobile order for some things this year, that would make it so much easier for people. This year, the exit gift is actually food related. They'll be giving out 6 champagne flavored Wondermade marshmallows, and the box is themed to Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, so more Muppets, which is what I always want. Last year, the gift was coasters. They came in this little box. And here's what the coaster looks like. And there were 2 in a box, so we have 4 Jollywood Nights coasters, although this is the first time I've taken them out of the box. And they're actually kind of nice. They're wood. I never even looked at them. I was like, oh cool, a gift. What I was more excited about than the coasters last year was the map that they gave us for the event. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the art. And on the inside, it was all gold and green, like holiday themed map. It's so pretty. This year, Ollie the Jolly Gingerbread Man, who is the mascot of Disney Jollywood Nights, will have his own merchandise collection. It'll be dated to 2024. Last year, they had one single piece of merchandise. It was this Jollywood Nights shirt that I'm wearing. And it says the inaugural year, 2023. It has the Tower of Terror on there and Jollywood Nights. And I bought it because I thought maybe this would be the only year they did Jollywood Nights. So I was like, well, I gotta get the t-shirt if it's the only time they're ever gonna have it. This year, all Ollie themed merch. So they're gonna have a ear headband featuring plush Ollie heads. They have a spirit jersey with an all over Ollie print, a t-shirt with Ollie on Sunset Boulevard, an event exclusive lug bag with Ollie's face on it, retro inspired diner silhouette mug with Ollie on it. They have an ornament, a trading pin. The exclusive Ollie merchandise collection will be available at Stage 1 Company Store, which is over by Muppet Vision 3D. It's closed during the day, so it kind of just opens for special events now. And it may be available at other locations. The shirt last year was available at 3 different places, but this is a bigger collection, so maybe it will only be at Stage 1 Company Store. We'll have to wait and see when the first party happens to find out where it will be. And if you're wondering who Ollie is, he has some displays around the park. He was like in a neon sign and a big thing, and he is a jazzy gingerbread man. His full name is Holly Jolly Ollie Wood, and he came to Disney's Hollywood Studios with the dream of becoming a Hollywood star. He's basically Thoroughly Modern Millie. He's got 2 bags, $3, 1 me.
This is worse than love letters. I hate dinner theater. Me too.
That's from Annie. So there's multiple musical people who went to Hollywood with the dream. But Thoroughly Modern Millie is the first one that comes to mind when I think of Ollie. Disney describes him as, there once was a cookie named Ollie who made his way west on a trolley. With an oven-baked gleam, he followed his dream and made all of Tinseltown jolly. And he was also inspired by greeting cards from the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, and by holiday traditions for the cast members who created Ollie, whether they were baking gingerbread cookies with their family. I really think that they should have an Ollie character that you can meet. That would be great. Maybe he will be the and more of the characters that you can meet. I kind of doubt they're gonna make a full outfit for Ollie, but it would be great if you could meet him, if he's gonna be on all the merch and he's gonna be the mascot. We should be able to take a picture with him. Another highlight of Disney Jollywood Nights is the PhotoPass opportunities that they have. There's lots of decor around the park and tons of characters that you can meet where you can get pictures, but they also have special photo ops. Included in your party ticket, you actually get all your PhotoPass photos and videos for download, so you don't have to pay for PhotoPass to get the photos from the party. You have 45 days from when you took the pictures to download them, and they'll be on your My Disney Experience app if you go to the party. And last year we did this really cool magic arm shot that sort of like circled around, and I think this year that's gonna be at the Stage 1 Company Store as well. Last year it was at Animation Courtyard, but it seems like they're moving most of the photo opportunities and the merch over to Stage 1 Company Store. They also said they're going to have a Muppet Christmas Carol set where you can have a movie star behind the scenes moment, and that's gonna be at Stage 1 Company Store as well on Grand Avenue. I think that that's going to be like a step-in photo where they kind of have these like 3D photos that you can step inside and do whatever, but they did not make it super clear in the description, so I hope that's what it's gonna be. But again, more Muppets, so I'm very happy about that. We went last year to Disney Jollywood Nights, and we did actually make a vlog of our time there. We went and did everything that we've talked about in this video, so we're gonna put a link in the description below, but also maybe somewhere up in the sky where you can check out that video if you haven't seen it before. Because we went last year and then we've kind of done all the information for this year, I feel like I sort of have some ideas of strategy. This year I think will be significantly easier than last year because there is a whole another hour for the party. Last year the party started at 8:30 and went till 12:30. This year it starts at 7:30. So that makes a huge difference because we did not have enough time to do all the things we wanted to do last year. And honestly, we never have enough time to do all the things we want to do at an exclusive event. I always say you have to prioritize the things that you want to do, but Jollywood Nights is interesting because I think you actually can get done all of the entertainment and maybe try some food and do some PhotoPass or all the entertainment characters. You can almost do everything, like a little bit of everything at the party with the amount of time that you have because they don't have a lot going on in half of the park. You really could do everything, but you have to really plan when you're going to do certain entertainment things. Last year, because I was concerned that we wouldn't get to do everything, we front-loaded all the entertainment just in case there was any sort of issue and we'd miss any of them. This year, I probably would do it completely different. I would go to the Muppet show that's at the Theater of the Stars on Sunset Boulevard early in the party. I think I would skip Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, and then I would go to the What's This Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along at 12:30. That way, it's not using up party time. Last year we didn't see any characters. I really would like to meet Santa Duffy, but I don't think that I want to wait like super long. You could get in a line for a character before the party starts, which is what we did for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That way we were able to meet a character that had a long line and use that time before the party starts where there isn't really anything going on to meet whatever character you really want to meet. I just got in the line early. We were done with it by the time the party started. And you can actually pick up your lanyard and your park map before the party starts. We picked ours up last year like really early. I think we actually made our annual pass holder reservation and came in early, but they had it at 6 o'clock when you could get into the party, so we have this lanyard. And this is what they had last year instead of a wristband, and you were supposed to wear it around your neck so that they could see it. I don't know that I love this. I like the idea that it's like, oh, you know, it's exclusive, you have a wristband, you're part of the press or whatever. But, you know, you're supposed to wear a cute outfit and it kind of like takes away from the outfit. So maybe they'll have wristbands this year. I prefer that, I think, than this because it was so bulky. I kept being like, ugh, get out of my way. If I went on any rides, I'd be like, ugh, get off me. But anyway, you can get in early at 6 and then you should go see Fantasmic at 6:30 because whenever you have an opportunity to see Fantasmic, you should definitely go. Or you could get in line for food. Like last year, we rope dropped the Gertie cookie because we saw the line was long the whole time. We got in line early. They actually opened an hour early, so we were able to get the Gertie cookie before the event started. And then we did some entertainment right at the beginning. I wouldn't do that again. I would space it out more, try to get some food in between, and, you know, have fun because I feel like I always overplan and then at the end I'm like, oh my god, what did I even just do? So maybe like this event has more like food and drinks. You could luxuriate over some drinks somewhere, maybe like in between shows, and actually enjoy the Hollywood vibes. They do a lot of great decorating, and they have Snope on Hollywood Boulevard. We only saw the Snope at the beginning and the end of the event, but I would like to like sort of sit and luxuriate in the Snope because, you know, you never really get snow in Florida. One thing that sort of bums me out about this event, and I was hoping that they would change it this year, and they've done like a little bit to change it, but not enough for me, is that they don't really utilize half of the park. Almost everything is going on Sunset Boulevard, on Hollywood Boulevard, and around Echo Lake, but there really isn't much going on in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, in Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land is always decorated for the holidays, you know, for the whole season, but they could do more in there. They're gonna have characters in Toy Story Land and in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge this year, but they're not really doing anything else. And I feel like if they just did literally the easiest thing in the world, just put Chewbacca in a Life Day robe and have him meet out in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the tickets would be sold out immediately. Everyone will buy them because they love Star Wars things. That's such a weird, rare, exclusive Life Day event. Oh, they would be gone. They would not have any tickets left. And I don't think that would be that hard to do. So I really wish they would just kind of incorporate in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land into the event. And that would spread people out as well, because last year there was a lot of issues with congestion, really long lines for food, long lines for the shows, long lines for the Tip Top Club, and because everything is happening over there. But if they spread people out in the other direction, then capacity wouldn't really be as much of an issue. Last year, I had a lot of fun at Jollywood Nights and the boyfriend had a modicum of fun. But this year, we're probably not gonna make a video at Disney Jollywood Nights unless they offer a discount on the tickets or something. But I might go with my mom because I had a lot of fun last year and she really loves the Muppets. So we might go sometime in December. If I do go do that, I'll make like some short videos, put them up on Instagram. It's hard for the holiday season choosing which events to go to because Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Disney Jollywood Nights run at the same time. And last year we went to both and we spent over $700 on the tickets between the two of us. So this year we said we're just gonna pick one to go to and we picked Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We had more fun at that party last year, but also there's more to do. They have ride overlays, they have more exclusive food, they have the same number of shows, they have more characters to meet, they have an amazing fireworks show, the great parade that they have. And one thing that Jollywood Nights is really missing for me is that at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you have trick-or-treating that's included in your ticket. At Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you have hot cocoa and cookies that you can get all around the park. Even at the after-hour events, they give you popcorn, ice cream, and sodas, beverages that you can get. And at Jollywood Nights, any food that you want, you have to purchase. Even if they just gave you unlimited Gertie cookies, I would be happy about that. Or unlimited Gertie cookies and beverages or something. Anything like that, that would be great. Just something else to add because the tickets are really the same price and it doesn't have the same value to me as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and the boyfriend agrees. I hope if you're going to Disney Jollywood Nights or you're thinking about going that this guide was really helpful for you. You should let me know in the comments if you're gonna go this year or if you're thinking about going and you have any questions, feel free to drop them below and I'd be happy to answer them. And I hope you have a great holiday season even though it's not even Halloween yet. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye.